In this video, we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of me writing equations on my blackboard, I am going to use a very powerful piece of software known as Maple. And Maple can do from the very basic math to super advanced math. And I'm using Maple to help you visualize what we mean by secant lines and tangent lines. So, I'm not teaching you how to use Maple. I'm just using Maple as essentially an instructional tool. So what I have a plot, and this plot it has a portion of a parabola there in red, and then in blue you can see what's a secant line. And we know it's a secant line because it passes through 2 points on our graph, right? And then when I hit play, you're going to see this blue line. It's going to change. This point here where the secant line passes through, it's going to change. And look at the blue line as I hit play. Now at the bottom here, there is a slider that represents h. I remember in our alternative definition, we said that h approaches 0. So that's what this is going to simulate. So I'm starting out with an h value of 5. And then when I hit play, let's take a look at what happens. So we hit play, and we can see our secant line starting to move. And if you notice, this point here is fixed. That's the whole idea. Whereas this point right here, you can see that it's starting to get closer and closer to this point down here. And so all what we're seeing now, we're seeing different secant lines being plotted and generated by Maple in real time. And we can see now if you notice what's happening, the 2 points on the graph of the function, those 2 points are getting closer and closer and closer. And look at our h value. It's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And eventually, and the animation will end here because I only used a certain number of frames, but look at what happens as h gets really, really small. That secant line now becomes our tangent line, and there it is, right? And that's what we mean by, okay, you start out with a secant line, and by taking a certain limit, in our alternative definition, we took the limit as h approaches 0, and as that happens, you can see. In fact, I can control it manually here. So let me just kind of go back. So this was the original secant line, and then here we are sliding it along, and we can see that it is approaching the tangent line, right? So just a little picture to, because I could try to draw 100 of these things and I could never get it to look as nice as it does. And certainly I can't do the animations real time like this. So hopefully just seeing this little video kind of makes the concepts a little bit more real. We can see the function, we can see the secant lines, and eventually with the appropriate limit, those secant lines become your tangent line. Hopefully you enjoy this, and we'll see you in another video.